Hello and welcome back to Coin Spyder, your trusted space for fascinating stories about coins, currency, and hidden treasures around the world. Today's video is going to blow your mind. We're diving deep into two small but powerful Malaysian coins, the 5 sen 1982 and the 5 sen 1998. One of them is reported to have sold for an incredible 583,000 US dollars at a high-end auction. The other has reached as much as 439,000 US dollars, according to certain rare coin records. Yes, you heard that right. Two tiny coins, both 5 sen, but two very different journeys. Stick with me to the end to find out which one is considered rarer, why collectors are chasing them, and how you might be able to sell your own coins at major auctions in Malaysia. Imagine holding in your hand a piece of metal smaller than a button. You look at it and think, it's just 5 cents. But in the right circumstances, that same coin can pay for a house, a car, maybe even your retirement. Today we're going to compare two Malaysian 5 sen coins, one from 1982 and one from 1998, and reveal what makes one of them so special that serious collectors have reportedly paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for it. So get ready, because this is not just a coin story. This is a journey into history, rarity, and opportunity. Before we dive into the specific history of these coins, it's worth pausing to see why small denomination coins can become such powerful symbols. Across the world, minor coins often slip through our fingers every day without a second thought. Yet in the hands of collectors, they become tiny time capsules that tell stories about politics, culture, art, and technology. Malaysia's 5 sen pieces are a perfect example of this phenomenon. They started life as everyday change in markets, bus stations, and street stalls. But over the decades, some have emerged as star attractions in auctions and collector showcases. Understanding how and why these ordinary-looking coins gained extraordinary reputations sets the stage for the fascinating journey we're about to take into their background, designs, and values. What makes this story even more exciting is how the value of a coin isn't just created by age, but by a mixture of design, scarcity, and the circumstances under which it was minted. Two coins of the same year can look almost identical, but be worlds apart in the eyes of collectors because of a small engraving change, a minting error, or a limited production run. That's why learning the story behind each issue is so important. When you understand when a coin was released, how many were struck, and what makes a particular version unusual, you start to see why seemingly ordinary Malaysian 5 sen coins from the 1980s and 1990s have attracted attention at auctions. This knowledge prepares you to appreciate the background of these coins and to spot which ones could hold surprising value. Background of Malaysian 5 sen coins. Malaysia introduced its decimal currency system in 1967. The smallest everyday denomination was the sen, and the 5 sen coin quickly became one of the most common coins in circulation. The 1982 5 sen coin belongs to Malaysia's first series of decimal coins, minted from the early 1970s until 1988. This coin shows Malaysia in 5 sen, with the year 1982 on one side, and on the reverse side you can see the crescent moon and a stylized building, a design symbolizing the nation's progress. The 1998 5 sen coin is from Malaysia's second series, introduced in 1989. It carries the text Bank Negara Malaysia with a hibiscus flower on one side, and on the reverse side it features a traditional Malaysian spinning top known as gasing, a beautiful nod to the country's heritage. At first glance, both coins look ordinary. But as with many collectible coins, the story is hidden in the details: minting errors, limited runs, and condition. The 1982 5 sen coin. Let's start with the 1982 coin. This coin is generally common in circulated condition. Millions were minted for everyday use. However, certain error coins from 1982, such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, or planche variations, are extremely scarce. In fact, some rare pieces have been recorded at international coin auctions with prices reaching up to 439,000 US dollars. These high figures come from specialized numismatic sales, where bidders compete fiercely for unusual specimens. So while the typical 1982 5 sen might be worth just a few cents, the rarest variants, especially in uncirculated or mint-era condition, have achieved extraordinary prices. The 1998 5-cent coin. Now let's turn to the 1998 coin. By 1998, Malaysia had changed the design, but still struck large quantities. Yet again, a tiny fraction of these coins show unique characteristics. Certain 1998 5-cent coins, especially those with misaligned dies, missing details, or special proof strike qualities, have become highly sought after. Some reported sales and high-end private transactions have reached up to $583,000 for the rarest known examples. Yes, a 5-cent coin from 1998 achieving more than $500,000 because of its rarity and condition. Direct comparison. Let's compare side by side. Feature 5. Sen 1982, first series. 5 Sen 1998, second series. Design front Malaysia. 5 Sen 1982 with crescent and building bank. Negara Malaysia with hibiscus design. Back national emblem and crescent traditional spinning top gassing. General minting volume high, millions, high millions. Known rare errors doubled dies. Off-center, planche variations. Proof strikes, misaligned dies, missing details. Reported top auction price $439,000, $583,000. So which is rarer? Based on publicly reported auction figures and collector discussions, the 1998 5-cent, in its rare error form, currently holds the higher price record at $583,000. That makes it the rarer and more valuable of the two at the top end of the market. When you look at these two coins side by side, it's easy to forget how much history and craftsmanship is packed into such a small piece of metal. Every detail, from the choice of metal to the tiny engravings, reflects a specific moment in Malaysia's story. The 1982 5-cent was part of a young nation establishing its identity through its first series of decimal coins, while the 1998 5-cent celebrated Malaysia's cultural icons in a more modern design. Collectors don't just see a coin, they see a snapshot of time. This is why even a minor difference in minting, a faint doubling of a letter, or a slight off-center strike can turn a regular 5-cent piece into something that stands out from millions of others. This is also where the thrill of collecting comes in. Around the world, passionate numismatists hunt for these subtle differences because they know rarity drives demand. One tiny imperfection or a limited test strike that was never meant for circulation can completely change a coin's status. That's why serious collectors closely inspect every edge, every line, every shine under magnification. It's not just about owning an old coin, it's about discovering a unique survivor. For Malaysian coins especially, these hidden varieties are still being documented, which means the next extraordinary find could literally come from someone's change jar. How values work. It's important to understand not every 1982 or 1998 coin is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Most coins in normal circulated condition trade for their face value. What pushes a coin into the six-figure range is a combination of factors: condition, uncirculated or proof quality, rarity, a minting error, or extremely low surviving population. Demand, active bidding by serious collectors. This means that if you have one of these coins at home, it's worth carefully examining it or having it authenticated by a professional numismatist. Where to sell or auction in Malaysia. If you believe you have a valuable Malaysian coin, you can explore auctions and dealers. In Malaysia, some well-known places and platforms include Bank Negara, Malaysia Museum and Art Gallery. They often host exhibitions and connect with numismatic experts. Collectors pick Kuala Lumpur, a market space where rare coins change hands. MNP Auctioneers, Malaysia, known for handling rare coins and banknotes. Numismatic Society of Malaysia, a hub for collectors and verified events. You can also use online platforms like eBay, Facebook coin groups, or specialized numismatic auction sites to reach international buyers. Remember, always verify the authenticity of your coin before listing it at a high price. Right now, several auctions are active in Malaysia and online. If you've got a 5-cent coin and you're wondering whether it's special, drop a comment below. Tell us what year, what condition, and any unusual marks you see. Who knows? Your coin could be the next headline story. So there you have it, the story of two little Malaysian coins, the 5 sen 1982 and the 5 sen 1998, and how rarity, condition, and collector demand can turn 5 cents into hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, share it with friends who love coins, and subscribe to Coin Spyder so you never miss another incredible coin story. And don't forget, if you have a coin you think might be valuable, comment below. I read every comment, and your coin could be featured in a future episode. This is Coin Spyder, uncovering the hidden stories in the world of coins. See you in the next video.